You know what I hate out of like everything in the IB is when an IB subject changes and nobody knows what in the world is happening. Right? The same subject can suddenly take on this entirely different form, which honestly very few people understand that you know of, right? And from what I know, IB has recently made a ton of changes. For example, maths has undergone some very, very major changes. Another example is language and literature, and even smaller subjects, even smaller subjects like DP music. Tons of changes, and it's not very easy to keep up with these changes, right? What ends up often happening is that teachers kind of understand the new syllabus, but they kind of not, and maybe you kind of understand the changes, but you also kind of not, and you just get really confused what to do, what to not do, and honestly, it's just a horrible feeling. And I'll be honest with you, I know exactly how this feels because the same things happened to me when I started IB in 2014. Tons of changes happened in my year, and not everyone was caught up. Not even the teachers were very caught up with the changes. For example, one major change was biology, right? That time, 2014, they just introduced the new biology syllabus. And yeah, it's just funny because, like, we knew there was a new syllabus, but we didn't exactly know what that even meant. Like, I didn't even know what syllabus meant, to be honest, in the beginning. And it wasn't even until like the end of the first year, early second year, that I kind of realized that there is this new syllabus and we have to learn these new things like nature of science and stuff like that. And there were even points where like my teacher would still be teaching us the old syllabus, and I'd be like, Mister, I really do not think we need to learn this. And he's like, yeah, all right, don't worry, we'll figure that part out later. And I was just like, what? This is not the way it's supposed to work. I remember he just laughing out of it. Another example was IB business. So in 2014, they introduced this new IB business syllabus. And it was funny, they introduced this thing called QGIS, which is like helping you analyze like real businesses and like applying it to theory. And anyway, I remember finding out about QGIS, and I was just like, "What is this?" Like at the end of my textbook, in every chapter there was this thing about QGIS, and I was just like, "We never discussed this in class." And I remember, and remind you, this was second term. I remember when going up to my teacher, and I told her, "Miss, when are we gonna learn about QGIS?" And I'm not kidding you. She literally looked at me, like gave me this blank stare, pulled up her textbook, and she said, "Show me." And I show her at the end of the textbooks all these things regarding QGIS, and she's like, you know what? I'll take a look at it and I'll let you know. So this teacher didn't even know that we had to understand this whole part of the syllabus. It was like, what? Like, you just don't expect that, right? Like, and also another small thing, like even CAS changed from like hours to non-hours, right? And not many people really understood it. They kind of explained this to us. Well, anyway, the point is, basically, right, tons of changes can happen and not enough direction is always available. So who suffers in the end? It's us. Things change, the way you're graded changes, and if you don't get how things change, your grades drop. And it sucks because not everyone goes to a great IB schools where teachers are up to date on everything and attend every workshop and are updated on every single change. Some of them, there are some IB teachers that have a very, very limited understanding of how their subject works. And sometimes even official IB resources don't always catch up with the changes in the detail that they should. So many of us are just kind of left to our own, we just have to kind of figure these things out. And so what do we do? Well, oftentimes we'll like ask friends in other schools, teachers in other schools, we'll go online, like IB Survival, Reddit. And sometimes it's just really confusing, right? And I remember when I was graduating school, and I just looked back and said, man, if I knew just a bit more information about how IB worked and how like my courses worked, I could have done so much better earlier on. And just that realization, man, honestly, it just sucked. It's just not very nice. So here's what I want to do, because I found out that like IB is changing, and even without changes, there are still many students who just don't kind of understand how they're supposed to approach their subject. So here's what I would like you guys to do. Comment below What are you most confused about in the IB program? Anything you can't figure out. Is it a new change? Is it an old change, but still you're really confused about? Like, is it an aspect of TOK? Or is it the whole TOK? Like, I didn't understand TOK for a very, very long time. Just some part, is it like a new part of the math syllabus? It's something to do with IBCP, something new, something old, whatever it is, comment below. Now, hopefully, what can also help is other people will comment and kind of explain things to you in the comments. But what I will try to do on my part is I will try to make a list and put this in like a bank of video ideas that I kind of have, and just try to make some videos on them. No promises on when, because as you know, I I haven't been uploading too frequently, but I'll try to do some research and see if I can help you guys out in any way. No promise on when, but I will. Let's just, yeah, I am gonna try. Anyway, comment below what confuses you, what you're just, what boggles your mind, what you don't have any direction in, and let's see how we can move things forward. Anyway, all right. Just on a personal note, I think it's very clear to see that I haven't uploaded in a very long time, but your emails that you sent to me on iblikecole at gmail.com, they mean so, so, so much to me. I mean, I'm not even joking. I appreciate them so much. Like, I don't really believe, but like sometimes I get emails like how, they say like, Cole, you've helped me so much. You've changed my IB trajectory and all this stuff. It just blows my mind how, even though I haven't been uploading for some time, people are still viewing my videos and they're still getting help from them. So honestly, you guys mean a lot. Like, these emails mean a lot. Like, every single interaction means a lot. Okay. Take care, guys, and looking forward to the future.